What's up, folks? It's your buddy Fatalroadie. Tonight we're going to be doing the Raw recap. We started off with a Memorial Day tribute. Then Braun Strowman comes out. He cuts a promo about Money in the Bank and says that he'll be known as Monster in the Bank. He then goes on to say that Brock Lesnar will get these hands. Then Finn Balor comes out, and once again he brings up that he never lost the Universal title and that he will win at Money in the Bank. Braun Strowman then says that you put up a pretty good fight for a little guy. Then Finn Balor slaps him. Braun Strowman then proceeds to pound the hell out of Finn Balor. Then Kurt Angle comes out, he talks up Money in the Bank and makes a match for tonight, Braun Strowman versus Finn Balor, again. What? So this is our first match. Kevin Owens is at the announcer's table. Braun Strowman had a good portion of the offense at the beginning of the match, then Kevin Owens gets on the microphone, runs down Braun Strowman, Finn Balor starts to fire up, then Kevin Owens gets back on the microphone again, does the same thing with Finn Balor. Finn Balor gets the coup de grace on Braun Strowman, he tries to go for a second one, but Kevin Owens runs out, knocks him off the top rope, which is supposed to be a disqualification, but they said it was a no contest. I don't know what to make of that. Kevin Owens tries to hit Braun Strowman with a ladder. Strowman catches it. As Kevin Owens tries to run away up the ramp, Braun Strowman throws the ladder back at him halfway up the ramp. Backstage, Kevin Owens is trying to escape. Kurt Angle intercepts him and tells him that he's going to have a match against Bobby Roode later tonight. We then go back to the ring where Elias is wasting way too much fucking time trying to play a song. He says he's going to leave and he tries to play. Seth Rollins thankfully comes out and tells Elias to get out of the ring, which brings us our next match. Seth Rollins versus Jinder Mahal for the Intercontinental title. This was a pretty good match. Sunil Singh interfered, as you would expect. He was ejected by the referee. Jinder Mahal hit Seth Rollins with a chair while the referee wasn't looking. Tries to pin him. Seth Rollins kicks out at 2. Rollins gets fired up, Sunil Singh comes back in, and Seth Rollins buckle bombs Sunil Singh into Jinder Mahal. Seth Rollins then grabs a steel chair and starts hitting Jinder Mahal, getting himself disqualified. As Jinder Mahal escapes up the ramp, Seth Rollins beats him continuously. At the top of the ramp, Elias hits Seth Rollins with a guitar. We then have Nia Jax versus a jobber. Ronda Rousey is at the announce table. Nia Jax beats up the jobber while giving a play-by-play on the microphone. She then calls out Ronda Rousey to help out the jobber. Ronda Rousey gets into the ring. Nia Jax says she's not intimidated by her and walks away. I really don't know what to make out of this. I know it goes along through their storyline, but it really didn't make much sense out of it. We then have the Deleter of Worlds versus the Ascension. This is a pretty good match. Both teams showed a lot of offense. The Deleter of Worlds won it with a kiss of deletion on Victor for the pin. We then have Bobby Roode versus Kevin Owens. This is a pretty good match. There's a bit of back and forth. Kevin Owens tried to escape, but Bobby Roode caught him and got him back into the ring. Kevin Owens was able to sneak a pin. As he tried to escape, Braun Strowman comes out. He chases down Kevin Owens, gives him 2 power slams. As Bobby Roode is cheering on Strowman at the turnbuckle, Strowman grabs him, pulls him down, and gives him a powerbomb as well. We then have Sami Zayn coming out to waste time. Apologize to Bobby Lashley for the events of last week. He drones on and on and on and on, wastes a whole bunch of time. Then finally Bobby Lashley comes out, thanks the crowd in regards for Memorial Day, then challenges Sami Zayn to a match at Money in the Bank. Sami Zayn then shakes Bobby Lashley's hand. Bobby Lashley then crushes Sami Zayn's hand, and that's it. We have a match at Money in the Bank. This whole thing wasted a whole bunch of time to make a match. Dude. We then have Drew McIntyre versus Chad Gable. This is basically just a glorified squash match. Drew McIntyre got the pin after a Claymore kick. And we continue to waste more time with the B-Team Memorial Day Barbecue so they can try to get a Raw Tag Team title match. This is a complete waste of time. This is 5 minutes of my life that I will never get back. This leaves us with 20 minutes left in the show and a 7-woman gauntlet match for the last spot in the Women's Money in the Bank match. We have Sasha Banks, Sarah Logan, Ruby Riott, Liv Morgan, Mickie James, Bayley, and Dana Brooke. Bayley gets out. She does an interview, which wastes more time. And Liv Morgan comes out, so their two are going to start. Immediately, Bayley pins Liv Morgan. Then Sarah Logan comes out. Bayley eliminates Sarah Logan. Then Sarah Logan and Liv Morgan beat up Bayley as Ruby Riott comes out. After a bit, Ruby Riott gets a Riott kick on Bayley, pins her, so she's eliminated. Then Dana Brooke comes out. Ruby Riott makes quick work of her, pins her. Then Mickie James comes out. After a bit, Ruby Riott sneaks a pin on Mickie James, so she's eliminated, which leaves Sasha Banks. After a good bit of offense between the two of them, the Riott Squad come out to interfere, but Sasha Banks was able to fight them off, gets the Banks statement on Ruby Riott for the win. So Sasha Banks is the last participant in the Money in the Bank ladder match. So my thoughts on tonight's Raw. Wow, there was a whole bunch of time wasted in this show. We had the opening segment, which ran a little longer than it should have. Then pretty much the whole final hour leading up to the gauntlet match was nothing but a waste of time. I kind of find it funny that the men's gauntlet match a couple months ago ran damn near 2 hours, but the women's match lasted 20 minutes. What the hell? That's just plain stupid. But anyways, it was an alright Raw, and that'll do it for this episode of Raw Recap. Leave a comment down below what you thought of tonight's Raw, or what you thought of this video. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to share and subscribe. I've been Fatalroadie. You've been awesome. Thank you very much for watching, and remember, if it's too loud, you're too old. See ya.